In the middle of the last century, Carl Jung gave a warning. He said history does not drift. It turns in vast psychic ages he called Aeons. Each Aion ruled by an image, an archetype erupting from the collective unconscious, shaping how civilizations believe, worship, and dream. The first was the Great Mother, humanity immersed in nature, instinct, and symbol. The second was the realm of the gods, a chorus of many faces, polytheistic and mythic. The third was the Father, one God, one law, one empire under the Logos. The fourth was the death of God, the Enlightenment, science enthroned, the sacred reduced to matter. And now, Jung said, a fifth was coming. The age of Aquarius, a time of paradox, a time when shadow would rise. Other voices echoed the pattern. In the late 20th century, chaos magicians mapped history through their own sequence of Aeons: shamanic, pagan, monotheist, materialist, and now the Taoist age. Two lenses. Both said the turn would not be gentle. So what happens when psychology and prophecy converge on the same storm? Jung warned that no symbol holds forever. When one archetype dominates, it decays. Its neglected opposite forces its way to the surface. The god of an age becomes the demon of the next. He called this an antiodromia, the violent swing that cracks history open. Chaos magicians described the same shift in their own language. The new Aeon would not arrive with celebrations, but with funerals. They called them the deaths. Not the end of humanity, but the end of the stories that once bound us together. Each death strips a layer of certainty and dismantles a scaffold of meaning. You can already feel the sequence unfolding. Spirituality, superstition, identity, belief, ideology. One after another, unraveling. Neuroscience shows the same fracture inside us. When old patterns fail, the salience network flares with error. The nervous system scrambles for stability. Collapse is not just cultural. It is the body searching for a new map. The only real question is what rises to take the place of what has died. Now, let us look at the first death. Death of spirituality and collapse of the God image. Jung said the living image of God can wither. When a symbol loses charge, ritual turns mechanical. The psyche still reaches for the self and finds only copies. In that emptiness, substitutes multiply. Occult thinkers warned that spirit would be traded for sensation, not prayer, but product. Not initiation, but experiences engineered like snacks. Meaning now comes in microdoses. Transcendence is paywalled and packaged. We scroll for awe and buy it by the weekend. What should be numinous is treated as novelty, yet the hunger remains. Beneath the noise, a pull toward the thing itself. Gnosis without a middleman. Neuroscience fits the shape. The default mode network loops the story of me when fed quick rewards. Train attention. Slow the breath. Let awareness rest. The loop quiets. Silence returns. And meaning with it. This is the first death. Spirit reduced to stimulus. Unless you refuse the copy and step into the real. Second death. Death of superstition. The archetypes in new masks. Jung said the old gods do not die. They change masks. Exiled by reason, they return as projections. We stop calling them gods and start calling them forces. Luck, fate, the market, the trend. Chaos magicians reached the same conclusion. Superstition does not vanish. It updates. Charms become interfaces. Spells become scripts. The oracle is a feed. The ritual is how you swipe. Look at the world under your thumb. Push alerts read like omens. Trend dashboards pass for augury. Persuasion becomes product. UX becomes a quiet spell that moves your hand without asking. The body cooperates. Repeat a message and it starts to feel true. The chant in softer clothes. Rewards arrive on a maybe schedule and craving wires deeper. The slot machine in your pocket. Under uncertainty, the brain hunts patterns and finds them, even when they are not there. You call it a sign. It is your prediction engine trying not to drown. Superstition did not die. It went invisible. It runs beneath the interface and speaks in nudges. If you do not name the spell, it names you. Third death. Death of identity and the collapse of persona. Jung said the persona is a mask, useful on stage, fatal when it fuses to the skin. Mistake the mask for the face, and the unlived parts go underground. Shadow builds pressure, then leaks as rage, envy, or the sudden hollow you cannot explain. In the chaos current, identity was never a fortress. It became a marketplace. Buy a look, rent a voice, license a life. High priests of self-image sell costume and call it authentic. Now avatars stack. Filters smooth. The bio becomes a soul substitute. You split across platforms until the mirrors stop agreeing. Deepfakes and AI doubles learn your tics and wear them better than you do. You feel like the understudy to your own role. Inside the skull is a quieter fact. What you call a self is choreography. Handoffs between systems that keep time, remember the story, and aim attention. When cues flip every few seconds, the handoff stutters, the switchboard misfires. Scattered is not a mood. It is routing noise. This is the death of identity. Not a clean break, but 1,000 small swaps until nothing holds. The cure is not another costume. Name the mask. Meet the shadow. Choose who walks on stage. Fourth death. Death of belief and the rot of symbols. For Jung, symbols must renew or they go hollow. When the living image drains of meaning, conviction becomes performance. Empty forms move the crowd while the soul stays absent. Then possession spreads. Not by a demon, but by an idea that forgot it was a symbol. In the chaos current, belief is not sacred. it is a lever. Treat it like a tool you can pick up and put down. Adopt it. Use it. Drop it. If you cannot do that, the belief wears you. Look at the age we live in. Facts compete with vibes. Certainty is manufactured with rhythm and scale. Repeat a claim and the body warms to it. Tie it to identity, and people defend it like skin. Fluent machines make every story look equally real. Belief turns into a style that spreads. Truth becomes whatever survives the feed. A way out is not more arguing. Name what you feel as you hear the claim. Label the heat. Label the pull. Some of the grip falls away. Ask what the symbol once meant and whether it still lives. Test ideas in practice before you let them live in you. Make beliefs into gloves. Wear them for the task. Then take them off. The brain is part of the rite. Repetition makes statements feel true. Arousal stamps them in deeper. Slow naming cools the amygdala. Spacing and deliberate doubt break the trance of fluency. Meet the story while calm and rewrite the memory that carries it. This is the death we are standing in. Belief as content. Conviction as costume. Either you handle belief with your hands, or it grows into your hands and calls that fate. The final death. Death of ideology and the collective shadow. Jung warned that when symbols empty out, politics does not disappear. It becomes a stage for the shadow. What we refuse to face in ourselves is hunted in an enemy. The split deepens. The counter-image rises, a sign of an ending age. In the chaos view, ideology was never the engine. It was the paint job. When the fuel runs out, the machine keeps moving by habit and control. Governance becomes technique. Cybernetics. Systems that manage variety, meaning removed. Stability prized. Look around. Elections play as entertainment while dashboards steer in the background. Surveillance turns into a business model. Scores decide access. Predictive tools guess your next move and sell it back to you. The spectacle argues. The system optimizes. This is how a myth dies in public. Grand stories fade into logos and taglines. Policy becomes parameter tuning. Left and right turn into jerseys. The real contest runs between models you cannot see. The body participates. Threat cues light the amygdala. Outrage loops feel rewarding, so you come back for another hit. Group belonging locks the map in place. Under stress, plasticity shrinks and belief hardens into armor. Jung's warning was simple. If you do not integrate the split integrates you. The chaos warning was blunt. Remove meaning and control will take the seat. This is the seventh death. Ideology without soul. Power without purpose. Jung's warning was not despair. It was instruction. If you refuse the split, The split rules you. If you face it, something larger can emerge. Opposites held together. A center that is not a slogan. Chaos Magician said it another way. The next age is a trial. The same tools that bind can free if you use them with your eyes open. This is where we stand. Not at an ending, at a threshold. You can let systems write your script, or you can take the pen. Here is a simple rite for taking it back. Step 1. Set the circle. Phone down. Door closed. 2 minutes of slow breathing. Count the inhale. Count the exhale. Let the noise drain. Step 2. Name the spell. Write the belief that grips you in one line. Write the feeling it rides on. Say both aloud. Feel how some of the charge falls off when it has a name. Step 3. Choose the mask. For the next 3 days, treat that belief like a glove. Put it on only when it helps. Take it off when it does not. If you see the trigger, I will do this next. Say the plan out loud. Step 4. Install the move. Rehearse the plan once in your body. Small action. 1 minute. Let the nervous system learn it. Step 5. License to depart. Thank the old pattern for what it protected. Release it. Out loud. Then sit in the quiet for 10 breaths. This is not therapy language. It is how you edit a symbol and keep the soul. Breath steadies arousal. Labeling cools the heat. If then plans guard the door when you're tired, rehearsal writes the new route into your hands. Jung's path was integration. Carol's path was operational freedom. Yours can be both. The age is turning. Let others cling to broken idols or worship dashboards. You will do something stranger. You will become the author. If this hit you, leave a 5-word seal in the comments. 5 words you can live by this week. That will be your mark and your beginning. If this video shifted something in your mind, you're ready for the next level. Download my free ritual guide in the description. No catch, just pure psychological alchemy you can use tonight. If you want to go deeper, hit the initiation playlist. It's your step-by-step journey into breaking unconscious patterns and mastering your own mind. Both links are waiting below. Your transformation starts now. Until next time.